How's everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday night? Look, this Chuchi's already got his microphone muted. You see that?
I had to. I had my other screen was going, and I thought I had that muted, but it was like still dun. There was a delay, It was still being metal, but hell yeah! Welcome everybody, episode 18 of the Sippin with Serpents show. Well, tonight, if you can see this beautiful background that we got going, we're talking about chameleons. Everybody knows the song. I'm not gonna do that to everybody.
Come a chameleon.
I'm sure he gets that everywhere he fucking goes, bro. Like,
right.
He's probably the comma guy. You know what I mean? Like, but hell yeah, I got a couple little ad things I want to talk about real quick, and then we'll bring him out and we'll run through this chat. So y'all sit back and chill. I got my Dubby. All right, go to Dubby. I mean, I know everybody likes Red Bulls. Justin drinks Red Bulls, whatever. I don't care if you do, but I'm telling you, if your chest starts hurting and you need that energy drink and you don't want all them bullshit chemicals, Dubby energy drinks. You get 10% off. Use Trip 6 Serpents 10. It's 10% off. I mean, it's already a cheap product. You know what I'm saying? So why not? You know what I mean? That's what I say. Justin's going to keep drinking his Red Bulls, but he's probably got one handy. Then we got Gaps. Got them cocoa products. Everybody use Trip 5 at checkout. You get 5%. That's Gaps Eco SYS. There it is, right there at the bottom. I cannot believe I remember that. Hell yeah, go me. 5% off. Trip 5. It's a good product. I like it. I don't like to advertise stuff that I don't use, and I've been using it for a while, and I like it. So
I've been using it for a good little bit now.
Hell yeah, we found that out by accident. I was like, Justin, guess what, man? I got Gaps for the show, man. It's awesome. He's like, man, I've been using that forever. I was like, well, hell yeah.
I didn't realize it.
No, we didn't realize it. It was fucking awesome. But yeah, we'll go ahead and bring Michael up. Big Mo. Well, I'm gonna call him from now on. Everybody give Michael Beachside Chameleons a shout out in the comments. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
Enjoying our Saturday. How about you? How's your Saturday going?
Not bad. Had this weekend off, so that's always a good thing.
You know what's always funny to me is when we do these shows, like we were backstage for an hour, and like we've already had this discussion, but now we get to do it twice just for y'all.
Right.
No, hell yeah, but
warm up.
I know, yeah, for sure. It's the get your microphone and your camera and everything ready and do a little warm up. But hell yeah, we'll run through the chat real quick and then we'll get into this, man. I'm excited to hear your story, dude. We got Tyson. What's up? Hope you're doing well. It's our fellow enlisted friend. So shout out to him for doing what he does every day for our rights to breed ball pythons and do whatever else we do.
Come on.
We got that RWO broadcast tuning and tapping in. Everybody go to that channel and subscribe and hit that bell for me. Just do it. I want you to do it for me.
Come on.
Cat, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying? That's arachnid cat. You got spiders, Michael?
I do not.
Yeah, me either. I'm not a spider dude myself. All right,
no, I like them. I just don't have any.
Carl, I don't know if you know this, but you don't have to play, but I do it for my chat. Every time they do something like that, I drink. You don't have to chug. It's not like a chug contest, but I just take a sip. Sip.
They try to get us drunk on this show.
They don't know. They don't even really know what's in my bottle or in my cup. They don't know. Well, we got Jay Fisherman, first timer on the show tonight. I actually got some of his. He does photography, and I wish I could show it on here and it would look cool, but it's got the film covering over it until I can get a frame. But go check that dude out. That is some cool photography, and actually, Justin, you got the lion and the bamboo. Yeah, you got some too. That's who did that. That's who did the pictures.
Come on.
Yeah. LMK Ken, what's up? I hope everything goes well for you, my dude. Good to see you.
Brother Ken.
Brave. OG Brave. Shauna, what's up? I hope you're ready to learn about some. Look, Shauna's like a gene master of ball python. So now she's about to be a locale master of chameleons by the end of the night.
Watch this shit.
She's very observant. She's very observant. She knows everything. What up, Pat? How's them rats doing, buddy?
Come on.
He just got him a rat shed, and now he's North Florida cold-blooded and rats.
Nice.
Yeah, something like that. What up, Platinum? Hope all is well. Thank y'all for tapping in.
Come on.
Hogalicious. Good to see you. Thank you. Hell yeah. We got Ro in the house. What's up, big dog? Good to see you.
Sure. What's up?
I'm gonna make everybody blue. Don't worry. If anyone says that, I'm gonna unblue you. I think Ro maybe, but there's a couple in there. I think Fisherman, but
I made Fisherman blue. I made him blue.
We got Dickie Foster. That's Dickie Balls.
What up, Foster?
Dickie's Balls. I think we're all called up. No. Yeah, we're sneaking in. More Forge family. What is up?
Come on.
Hell yeah.
I'll be on with them next week. So check the show out. I'll be on
what day is that?
It's gonna be a good time. Wednesday. Don't ask me what time because I smoke green tea. Forge, y'all say what time it is.
He sips the green tea. Hell yeah. Well, with that, we're caught up. I'm going to cheers to Carl real quick.
Do one more. There you go.
Come on.
Because he's my homie. He always drinks with me every Saturday night. So I thank you for that. But, so yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks since pretty much Daytona when I met you. Why don't you tell the people and let me know a little bit more, like what got you started into reptiles, how long you been doing it, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. So, I just, ever since I was a little kid, I had reptiles. And basically, it was my uncle got me into it. Started giving me snakes when I was a little kid. And
Come on.
It just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. So one day I was like, damn, I should quit my real job. So, yeah, got lucky.
So now the reptiles is your job now, 100%.
Yeah, I do this full time now. So
that's awesome.
That's 2022, since 2022. Yeah, full time.
Damn, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So
what made you go the chameleon direction, more or less? I'm assuming that's what you kind of went towards. You went from the snakes and you kind of went and tackled the chameleon direction. So what got you intrigued and all in that direction, more or less?
Yeah, so I had snakes up until about my early 20s. Then I got out of snakes for a while. And then when I started getting back into reptiles, I started getting back in with chameleons. And so for probably the last 12 years, I've had chameleons. And then slowly I've been getting back into snakes because of the chameleons.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to.
I had a couple chameleons and I bred them. And then I started selling the babies. And then it just kept growing.
Come on.
Yeah, we're definitely going to hear about your snakes here in a little while.
Diversity is good too. I'm sure, and having diversity keeps you, I know with me, it keeps me from getting bored. It keeps me, always something different and, something to keep me going more or less around here.
Exciting. It's exciting. Yeah. Hell yeah. So you said you've been doing it full time for, your livelihood since 2022?
Yes.
How about I guess before that, when did you start buying into it until you got to that point?
The last 10 years, really.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's not bad though, man. That's really not bad.
I've actually done a lot in that amount of time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You should be definitely proud for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
You definitely have really gorgeous lizards. I know that. I know when I've seen them in Daytona, I wasn't really even a chameleon guy. I mean, yeah, they're cool looking, but then I seen those chameleons at your table in the enclosures and all, and I was like, damn, man, maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I've been looking at the little scrawny ones that are got something wrong with them at the PetSmart. I should have been looking at the ones at the shows, but I've always looked at ball pythons, and Justin's like, I'm going to get one from this guy. You got to meet him. He's going to be on the show. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I mean, I fell in love with them at your table, dude. So,
well, the Panthers to me are very. I mean, I don't know. Do you fuck with the veileds at all?
So I started with the veiled chameleons, So
you
the first
started with
chameleon, the first chameleon I ever had was a veiled chameleon.
Do you do carpets or keep carpet?
I've done
chameleon?
veiled chameleons. I've bred veileds. I've bred Jacksons, and I've bred panthers, and I've kept helmeted chameleons and ocelots. So I've kept 5 species of chameleon, and I've bred 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, like the veils, like I like them. It was just like the more green to me, you know. And the horns, like when I saw the panthers, I was like, the colors intrigued the hell out of me, you know. I'm like, that's where it's at. I want that, you know. The colors are really cool. And then like, what is it? Some of them, like I think the Jacksons are more the smaller ones, aren't they?
Yeah, with the horns. Yeah, Jacksons have horns, and they're
and they have the horns.
Species.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like
Panthers
that.
are definitely my favorite. Just their attitude, their temperament, so much better than other species of chameleon. They're actually the easiest species to take care of out of all the chameleons, and they're most colorful. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like I've always been under the assumption that they're hard to take care of, but after talking with you and Justin and you know other people that I know that do it with chameleon, like have them as pets or whatever, you know, they say it's pretty easy. Now I assume breeding them might be a kind of a task, but I don't know. But it seems like just keeping them as pets wouldn't be too hard, you know.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just important you have the correct setup. That's your main thing. The quickest way to kill a chameleon is put it in the incorrect setup, not have the right lights. Just, you know, all that's the quickest way to kill it, and then you won't be successful.
What do you recommend as a setup? Since we're talking about it, what would you recommend? Like a beginner like me that never had a chameleon, doesn't really know a lot, but you know,
it's just easier to get for a beginner. I'd recommend like a juvenile, which is anywhere from 4 to 6 months, and then at that age, you can go directly into the adult size enclosure, which is a 2 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot, like vertical. And the Reptibreeze, the Zoom Ed is the screen enclosures, which you want to use.
Yep.
Okay. And I know you always, I heard you recommending to a lot of people about the, you know, you got to have all the stuff in it with it, the lights and everything. I remember Justin was looking around for the lights. And what up, Sky's the limit? Good to see you.
Yeah, I actually went and got the cool new Zoom Ed, which Zoom Ed just came out with them, the dual UVB and LED lights, which is for your natural plants in there. Help those out. And it's got a little remote to it. It's got, and even like what's really cool about it is it reads you turning it off and turning it on. So eventually it cat's on and it'll go auto and go off at a certain time for you and come on at a certain time for you.
Made you an AI light fixture.
Yeah, no, it's cool though. It was cool.
No, I know they are nice. I've seen them.
Yeah, I was like, it's pretty cool. I definitely liked it. I was like, I'm glad I went this route, not the other route. You know, makes life a little bit easier. You know,
no, definitely.
We don't.
And then it does.
Don't hate on me, guys.
It makes it easier for sure.
Right. To have one unit, not have to have a plant light and a UVB for the you know, calcium or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
No, that is awesome, and you had a good variety of colors and everything. So, what I guess, man, it's kind of hard because I don't really know a lot about chameleons. I mean, Justin, you want to kind of take it for a second?
So I'll tell you, Ashley, Mike. So with what you're feeding, what are you feeding your crickets, and are you breeding them or are you outsourcing them?
So right now I'm outsourcing all my crickets.
Okay.
I just hired a new employee, so hopefully that will give me time to work on producing all my own feeders. So that's a future project. But yeah, for the most part, I outsource all my feeders. I get crickets, silkworms, hornworms, waxworms. I get grasshoppers. We do roaches every so often, but yeah.
Heck yeah.
Crickets is the main diet.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say actually, like how you just said you're gonna start trying to breed them and stuff. Well, we were in Daytona. There was a guy that had the wooden outdoor breeding box, and I was like, man, I could build that. So I started clipping pictures of it and shit. I was like, I'll go home and make my own dimensions and make it, you know, which is pretty cool. You know, it's got even a divider in it, so you can have them separated and whatnot.
Right. Yeah, cool. That's a good question, I guess, for someone like me. Because if I was to have a chameleon, I would want to keep it outside. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you can definitely do it. I mean, as long as it doesn't get too cold or too hot. That's the main thing. But you can definitely set it up so they could live outside.
So what would be too cold?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't, if it gets in like the 30s, 40s, and 50s for like weeks at a time, then you wouldn't want to do it. But if it's only like for a few days here and there, you could get away with it. And but yeah.
So like my bearded dragons, more or less, because my bearded dragons, they go in brumation during the winter, and it's only 1 or 2 days it gets like right at 30 or a little bit under, and I'll bring them in because I'm like, I get sketched. But my one buddy, he's like, I keep them out all year, they're fine, and I'm like, all right, well, either way, it's pushing a limit kind of right there for sure with them, which I'd bring them in maybe, but that's kind of good to know that you can. I have taken the one that I got from you, the male. I put him outside, and man, the colors that pop on him.
Oh yeah.
He goes outside.
What I recommend, what I do is I have enclosures set up outside where I'll move them outside during the day for a few hours, then I move them back inside during the day.
Yep.
Have you heard about the comment down there about if they can eat mice? I think I've seen a chameleon on the show, like the wildlife show, eating a bird out of
for the most part. Yeah, you don't want to do that. I mean, I've heard of instances where after a female lays her eggs, you can give like a female chameleon a pinky mouse for all the extra nutrients and stuff. But for the most part, I wouldn't feed a chameleon a mouse. They're never going to eat a mouse in the wild. I mean,
that's crazy. Same thing with bearded dragons. When they lay eggs, we normally give it a vegetable diet. But if a female, like my female, laid a false clutch, which I didn't realize I could have hatched it.
False clutch.
She was a partho clutch, more or less. A mother, So I was like,
bearded dragons have been known to eat rodents a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, that is a thing.
When she laid that, she looked kind of weak. She had, depressed like fucking 30 eggs in the dirt out there. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna give her a pinky. And one of my buddies was like, give her a pinky. She tore it up, and the nutrition from that was amazing and great, But it's only after. Never ever would I do it besides that,
There's a regular part of their diet, but yeah, definitely. Cool.
So I imagine you dust them with calcium and all the good stuff.
Yeah, so you want to use calcium without D, so calcium with no D. And I do that actually 6 days a week. So Monday through Saturday, I use calcium. Then on Sunday, I use Reptivite, and that has D in it. And then in addition to that, I also use bee pollen. So every time I feed, I dust any food item with bee pollen.
Okay, so you do use bee pollen. That's good to know.
Oh, yeah. And I even gut load my crickets with bee pollen. So I use Rapashi gut load, and I'll put that on the vegetables, and then I put bee pollen on there too, and then I feed that to the crickets. Then
smart.
I try to wait till the next day to use the crickets so they have time to get it all in their system. But
gut loading the hell out of the crickets. My only does.
Gosh, I don't give anything without the D. Geez.
Without the D, the hard D, man.
Come on.
That's our chat. If you're wondering,
that's cool.
But yeah, that's what we do. Like over here, we gut load the hell out because Alex has all of her tarantulas, and she likes to gut load the hell out of all the crickets. Yeah. They're getting that constantly, and like you said with that. But I do mix because I have that little cup thing I told you, and on the bottom it has the powder, and then it has a little.
I love the shaker cups, man. I love those.
So on the bottom of it, I have calcium, and I mix the bee pollen in my calcium. So when I dust them, it kind of gets a little bit of both on them, more or less.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That works. Definitely.
Oh yeah. So we have some pictures up here.
Let's do it.
Stuff like that about like plants and stuff like that. We won't get into the locales right away, but there are some pictures that we were able to get. They're not the best pictures, mind you, but we did our best. But it's a good thing, to look at. And it's like recommended plants for the chameleon species. So this should be pretty cool. Let's see here.
There you go.
Okay. So if you wanted to, can you see that pretty good, or is it hard to see on your end, or do you know what they are by looking at it?
You can see them a little bit.
All right. So, like, what's your favorite plant on there?
It's not on there. I would recommend palms. Like for an adult enclosure, use like a majestic palm or a money tree is good.
Money tree, okay.
Yeah, the chefileras are really good.
What is that? Is that a spider plant? Is that what that is?
No, the chefileras.
I'm saying there's a spider plant on there. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, no, there is. Yeah, there is a spider plant on there.
Yep.
Okay, so what they like stuff.
That'd be something you would maybe like hang off the side, though, wouldn't it be, Mike?
Yeah, that'd be more like a filler. So you'd put that to kind of like give cover and kind of fill up space in between. But you kind of want to build like one big plant and then have like a couple small plants, kind of make like the edge of the forest is what you're trying to.
Is that a green
create.
tree plant or a green tea plant? I mean, down there,
Green,
it looks like a green tea plant.
which one?
You know,
I don't know.
now come on, make you feel good, man.
Oh my gosh, no, stop it.
But they don't eat. Chameleons don't eat vegetables, right?
So some veiled chameleons will eat vegetables.
Really?
Not vegetables.
Okay.
They eat flowers every so often. You'll catch them.
So you don't have to worry about it eating the leaves like an iguana or
I
something.
mean, they can accidentally ingest the leaf. I've seen it happen. So you want to make sure whatever's in their tank is non-toxic. But
they're not going after it like a herbivore.
No, they want to eat insects. So.
Come on.
What do you feed mainly? Crickets or like dubias? Or well, you can't have dubias in
Crickets.
Florida, man.
Yeah, crickets are my main. Probably 85% of their diet is crickets.
You said
a little bit of waxworms.
Yeah, waxworms, silkworms, hornworms. There's a local lady that breeds grasshoppers. I get from her.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, they love the grasshoppers. Mm-hmm.
Come on,
that's awesome. So yeah, your facility, your little deal there is super dope, right? Like we got to get a backstage, like secret VIP show earlier. He's got like he's actually did it, y'all. I mean, he's got the whole facility. This isn't his house. So how many chameleons do you have in your facility right now?
I want to say maybe a little over 200.
Come on.
Okay, so you had to have a lot of crickies.
Oh yeah, I go through an upward 10,000 crickets a week.
Come on.
So, mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I remember you were telling me the one day, you're like, I just walk around, start flicking them in there, and they'll just start going to town. I'm like, well, it makes sense. You got a bunch. You just got to, here you go, here you go, here you go.
How many crickets?
Adults, I walk around with a cup full of crickets, and I just leave the door. I just hold it, and then I go to the next one. And I go to the next one. They just eat right from the cup.
So that's why I'm asking, I guess, how many crickets does it take to fill up a full-grown chameleon?
The adults, you want to regulate their food intake because they can become obese. They will just keep eating and eating and eating. So you kind of got to watch it. But anywhere from 3 to 5 crickets a day, I say. But I think they're happier feeding them smaller amounts every day rather than feeding them larger amounts every few days. Like in the wild, they're eating every day. Every time they come across something, they're eating. They're not going to be like, oh, I already ate a bug today.
So they're
let me wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
makes sense. Definitely makes sense. So how long is it until they're fully adult and fully mature?
So I would say at least 3 years. So when a male hits about 3 years, that's going to be your adult male.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when can you pair, more or less?
So pretty much about a year. It goes. You want to go more by the size of the female. So I've been able to pair males as young as 8 to 10 months. Where a female, you want to wait closer to a year. I mean, if she gets big quick, you could breed her younger, but you want to make sure the male's not going to hurt her. So.
And kind of, if you don't mind, if letting go some secrets, but kind of explain the breeding process, how that kind of all goes, if you don't mind, or do you not want to?
Yeah, no, I don't care. I'll tell you. It's really nothing to it. I mean, the chameleons tell me everything. So the female turns a certain color, which means she's receptive. Then you just put them together and they do their thing, and that's it. So
bow bow.
You do like an egg box for them, and they go in there and she'll lay their eggs.
Honestly, I used to do lay bins, but all my females lay in the flower pots that I have in the enclosures. So I don't even use lay bins anymore. They just go right for the flower pots, and then I just pull them out of there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you do a bigger flower pot for them, or just a normal?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a big size flower pot.
I bet they make a mess, don't they, when they're burying them eggs?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's a nightmare. Yeah.
So what kind of
sometimes the whole process can take up to like 5 days. They go up and down, up and down.
Well, is there a special kind of soil you have to use for something like that? I mean, you obviously don't want to use soil for your animal with microbeads in it.
No, yeah. You just want to make sure it's like I use like regular potting soil, or you can use like a mixture of play sand and potting soil together and kind of make it so it has like a consistency where she can dig a tunnel.
Or you could honestly just go to Gaps and just, use Trip 5 and get 5% off, because they don't just do cocoa, they do other stuff.
He's a chooch. But no, that makes sense for sure. The saying, because like you said, they want to dig a little tunnel for the eggs, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say you want at least 6 to 8 inches of something substrate for them to dig into. That's how much they're going to want to dig. Because if you don't have enough, they're not going to want to lay their eggs, and then they'll hold them in, and then she's going to get egg bound.
Egg bound, right?
Okay. Is that a big thing with chameleons? I feel like it would be. I feel like it would be.
Yeah, oh yeah,
because they're so small. I mean, they're not really tiny, but they're small enough
they're
to
not
where.
tiny. My females are huge,
But they have a lot of eggs, right?
Yeah, so my big females will lay in the 40s.
Like it's not like a gecko laying 2 eggs at a time. It's like
it's quite a bit. And then even veiled chameleons will lay in the 50s, 60s. Yeah, they lay a ton of eggs.
Damn.
So in the heat of the season, once you've had a bunch of fucking clutches hatching out, how many babies a year are you looking at?
This year I produced way too many, and it was like 23 clutches, I want to say.
What's up, Jay? Good to see you, my man.
Yeah, over 1,000 babies.
Wow, bro.
Do you start wholesaling some of those, or do you really just?
I have other breeder buddies that buy babies from me and stuff. So,
okay. I was gonna say like that much. I'm assuming you would have to like, all right.
Oh no, yeah, I definitely have outlets to get rid of.
That's the thing, right? Huge. Well, that's the thing. When you have, that's what people don't understand. Like people that do retics or, animals that have a lot of eggs. Or how many eggs do bearded dragons have? A lot, right? They can have a lot too, right?
Yeah, I pulled like 30 out of my cage.
There you go. So like people have they'll buy all these lizards, right? And then they're like, well, I'm about to breed them. And then they have, like you said, 1,000, bro. I don't know if people understand, but 1,000 of anything is a lot once you look at it.
Oh,
when
hell
you got it fucking spread out, it is a lot of fucking, not to mention you got 200 fucking breeders, so I mean, bro, so I assume you do the paper.
And I produced all those babies with probably 12 adults, so 6 males and 6 females. So 6 pairs produced all those babies. See? So it's not even like that many adults.
That is wild, dude.
Now, also with the eggs hatching though, this is another cool thing that I learned. But tell me the time for that when you're incubating them and all that, like the time.
So I've had them hatch as early as 6 months and as late as 12, but on average it's 12 or 9 to 12 months.
Okay. So, now, do they all hatch sporadically in that time, or do they all hatch around like the same time, or is like a few here?
No. So all the eggs seem to hatch in like certain times of the years. I have like all groups, but they all start hatching at once. It's weird. So if I have a bunch of groups of eggs together, and it hits like a certain time of year, they all my groups of eggs hatch. It's weird. So some hatch at 6 months and some hatch at 12 months. I literally had like 500 babies hatch at the same time. It was horrible.
Okay. God, what's the temp that you're incubating them at?
Just room temperature.
Yeah. Room temperature. No incubator.
No incubator. Just keep them in a cabinet. I have a whole cabinet set up full of eggs.
Let's make you feel small. Think about having 10,000 tarantula babies plus 5 more tarantulas that are pregnant. Fuck that. No, thank you.
That's what Alex talks about, having 500 to 1,000 in a sack. I'm like, how are you going to separate all these tarantulas?
Dude, that's what I tell people. Have you seen the videos of them doing it? It takes them days, bro. It took this one dude a month, 31 days or some shit to separate them. He had to use like a little straw. He had to be so delicate. They're fucking running everywhere. They are running. They're this big, bro. They're that fucking big.
They look like mites.
Things. I'm like, no. Yeah. So the room temp thing is what I like, and that's what makes me like stuff like crested geckos and stuff like that. Do you do any other kind of lizards, or do you have, just chameleons
right now? Just panther chameleons right now.
That's all you do is panther.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I'm gonna Parsons chameleons. That's my next venture too.
Hell yeah, that's badass. Those get big, don't they?
Yeah, they get big.
Hell yeah.
I think a big adult male will get, I want to say, 1,000 grams.
Well, they're like the size of your fucking
they're huge, like a cat, like a small cat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, imagine if those were running rampant in Florida. People really shit a brick.
That would be cool. Yeah.
That's wicked. Cool. Fucking 1,000 grams.
Yeah,
hell yeah. I want to run this, and then I want to get into locales if you don't mind. I want to run this and shout
Yeah, let's
out
do
Vision
it.
real quick, and then I definitely want to get into these locales.
The sponsors.
Vision Products has developed the slotted stainless steel Versa Rack, the best rack at the best price. The slotted stainless steel Versa Rack allows you to place multiple overhead light and heat sources above your breeding tubs. Couple this with optional Vision heat cables to also provide an underbelly heat source.
Each pin of the rack design, making it modular, affordable, and easy to assemble. This design avoids expensive welding, yet maintains rigid strength and durability. Countless hours of design and prototyping led to the perfect end plate design to make the rack strong, easy to assemble, and keep manufacturing and shipping costs low.
Just a little quick shout out to the sponsor, Vision. Everybody go to www.visionproducts.us for all your reptile rack and rodent needs. They have caging and everything. If you like fish, go to Custom Aquariums. If you've got like flying squirrels or something, you can go to Custom Enclosures or Custom Cages, and .com, and you can get anything you want. They'll make it. So shout out to Vision for sure. And actually, before we get into the locales, real quick, you use Vision, don't you?
I do.
You do,
Yes.
and that's for the species that we're going to be talking about a little bit later. But what she's saying, do you have any male panthers? Do you sell any? You need to hit him up, Kat. I'm sure he's got.
Hit me up.
He's got some
Social
male.
media.
Sure. So I want to get into these locales really quick. I'm like when he showed me this a while back, the colors just. I mean, it's wild, right? So can we run through this? So first of all, where are the panther chameleons from?
So panther chameleons are from Madagascar.
And that's what you breed. That just so I'm not looking like an idiot. We are talking panther chameleons here, right?
Yes. Panther
Okay, good deal. Hey, look, I started drinking earlier than we started the show, so. But yeah, I guess we can run through these real quick, and if you.
I want to see if Mike, can you go through the locales that you have first, so the audience can kind of see what you have over there, and then go over the locales that you don't have afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the main ones I work with is the Mbanja, which are mostly your blue, and that's what you have.
Yes,
the Mbanja pair for me.
And it's cool as shit looking. I will say.
And it's cool because there's so many variations to that phenotype of Mbanja. So it's pretty cool.
It definitely
of my favorites. Mm-hmm. So I work with them, and then I work with Ambelobi, which is basically your most common of all the locales. And they have your YBBB, which is yellow body, blue bar, red body, blue bar.
Right.
And it's basically what color their body is, and then whatever color the barrings they have. But
so that would be Ann Car Amy. That would be the third one down.
Yeah, that's a different one. They're not quite as common as you used to see them back, 10 years ago, some or so, but not as much. They're called the Pink Panther because they're mostly pink colored. Yeah, even the males. So.
Okay.
But I also work with one that's not up there.
Do you? What I was gonna say, because you have. I know when we talk about this, there is other locales.
Oh, okay. I thought this was it. Damn. Okay.
Oh no, there's close to. I want to say there's 35 different locales.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, fuck this.
This is just a little tidbit.
See, I like the one at the bottom and the second one from the bottom.
The Tomatov. Yeah,
the Sambava is the one that I really like. That is really.
Sambava is fucking.
See, I've produced Sambava, I've produced Mbanja, I produced Ambelobi and Ankafi. So
okay.
I don't have the Sambava pairing anymore. That was ones I did back in the day that they've already.
God, I love those, man.
That orange on it is just. I'm a
Oh, yeah.
volunteer fan, so anything orange is going to intrigue the hell out of me.
So these are all. I guess the question I had was all of the. So we were talking locales, right? You're talking about it's Madagascar, but it's
Yeah,
different.
so
parts.
basically, if the island, right, all the little towns would be like considered the locales. So these are all little towns. Like all the nosy ones, those are your islands. So Nosy B is an island. Nosy Folly, that's an island all off of Madagascar. But it's all the little towns are all different colorations, and that's the locale name. Yeah,
it's crazy how like just a little town, just so many miles over here, the coloration's going to be so different.
Yeah,
so different.
and they butt up to each other, and they don't really. There's no real integration. It's crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. There's no like crossbreeding in the wild with different locales. I mean,
you might find it a little bit, but for the most
do
part,
people do that in the industry?
It is, but I wouldn't do it.
It's frowned upon. Like it's frowned upon, like crossbreeding a gargoyle gecko and a crested gecko.
Yeah, because your worst thing is animals get misrepresented further down the line to make them easier to sell.
Yep.
So it's harder to sell a hybrid female rather compared to a pure locale female, which is already can be a more difficult sell. But yeah,
well, to me, we'll take my little bullshit list off. Fuck that list. What's the goddamn green and black one?
Green and black.
Justin's seen it. He's seen it with me. I'm pretty sure. I seen it at that show. I don't know if it was a panther chameleon or not, but I'm pretty sure it was. But it was green with like black bars.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, it had black bars.
Dude,
see, that could have been also like a female that's not coloration more. It's just showing it like because my female
veiled chameleon.
Yeah, I was saying
it might have been a female veiled chameleon.
I was saying
it could have been a gravid female prey. Yeah, because they get that coloration.
And you don't do any veiled. It's just panther.
Just panthers. Yep.
I was saying,
Mike, a panther snob. He's a panther snob. Everybody.
You want to show one or two off? I know it's kind of late. You might have some asleep, but do you want to show one or two?
Yeah, I got.
Dude, that would be awesome, dude. Y'all, I'm stoked for this.
Let's blow them up.
Yeah, I hope that the color, they're not going to come through, but like you would see it at a show.
He showed some backstage. They were coming through really cool. He puts them up to the camera.
Wow, look at the red on that.
Yeah.
And the blue.
Look at that. See?
Holy shit.
Holy cow.
Dude, that is insane.
That is beautiful.
And this guy's only like 10 months old, so he's still.
Wow, dude. 10 months.
I love the white striping. The white striping, even when it goes to the lips and the lips are white and all the way down, like that's freaking amazing.
So this is your ambelobe.
So it's an ambelobe. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like the ambelobes have like all the coloration.
That's the one I like. That's the one I like.
We'll have more of the rainbow colors. So a little bit of everything.
I love that, dude. I like how it goes from the red toward the head to the fades to the green going through the body.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Now, if you don't mind, what's the price range on those? Like, what do they range?
He would be $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are not cheap lizards. Okay.
No, yeah. So the baby males go anywhere from $300 to $400.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. But they go.
How long do they live? How long do they live? Like most reptiles, or are they short-lived?
No, so I had a male live 9 years, but 6 to 10 years for a male. The females don't live quite as long.
That's significantly different, though, from like a lot of reptiles. Most reptiles are like birds, like 30 to 40 plus years.
Well, Mike, you let me know, and I want a male and a female baby pair.
So that's what a male looks like.
Yeah.
So the females are not I assume, as colorful, because in the wild, right, most species, the male animal is way more colorful than the female. So I'm curious to know if that's true with chameleons. Is it like a mating thing? Was like the
the males use the bright colors to attract the females and kind of scare other males away. But,
okay.
Yeah, the males have more of the color out of the sex, like a peacock or like fish. Most birds, I think the males are the more colorful.
So for you ball python guys out there that are in this hobby, it's not like us ball python hobbyists, so the females could be a little bit more expensive than the males. It is actually where the females are going to be a lot cheaper than the males.
Flip flop, dude.
Well, I would say a lot cheaper. Well, actually, Mike, you're the chameleon guy. You explain.
I mean, it just all depends how bad you want that female. And
see, there you go.
If it's like another breeder that comes to me and wants a specific female, then yeah, I'm going to charge more for it. Rather than if I go to a show and because I have 50 females and I got to sell. But,
it's the same. That's the same with ball pythons.
That's smart though. You know, you're doing a sales tactic. You know?
Well, it's the same with ball pythons. I mean,
and then dude, like a lot of people, they don't want to come out for a male, like their first chameleon. So if I know you just are getting it as a pet, you want it for the experience. I also give you a good deal on a female because, you know, I've had a lot of people go, oh, this is really not bad. Let me go ahead and get the male. I don't want a female.
I want a male.
No, I know. But
the males, that fucking color, though, is like, and that blue, like what Justin got, like the colors that Justin's have is freaking insane, man.
Well,
like,
mine's especially blue with the white striping. Which
I know, but I like that, dude. Like, that shit looks... it's like kind of like the background. It's like every shade of blue, you know, like, but it's so cool, man.
I like the blue because, you know, my logo, first of all, I have the blue in it, my blue eyes. And so I was like, you know, I'm a blue guy. Let me get the blue, you know. And sometimes I get in there and put the blue man group on and be bouncing around. And
banging the drums. Man, dude.
Look at that. Look at that. It's got a blue striping going across. Like that.
Look at the eyes. God, dude. Look at the red fucking eyes, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. I'm gonna sell all my ball pythons. No, I'm just playing. I'm getting into chameleons.
Oh yeah. No, cool,
I don't like insect eaters. I've been down that road. It's a lot more work, I feel.
So is that one at Bimbolo too?
This is the Ankaphy. So.
Okay.
It's only me.
That's what I'm saying, Kat.
Yeah,
that's
me
how
and
it
two
is.
other people are breeding these guys.
Really?
Do you have babies of those, or are you working on those?
I do. I have some babies, yeah.
And I'm sure those are pretty penny, like Kat said, and that's why I brought that up, because they are expensive and they don't live as long. So it is kind of a, you know, you have to understand that, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Probably average. 6 years is average. So
which isn't bad. I mean,
closer to 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's already 5, and he's going strong.
Look at the purple. Is it purple?
It's weird. Purple. It's like a maroon purple, and then he's got orange and green.
Man, look at the beard, the goatee going straight in the line, straight down the jaw, man. That's crazy.
Little spikes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now that I'm seeing them and I see how they interact with people and everything, and our friend Mark, Rat Bastard Royals, he has one, and he used to do lives with it. It would sit on his head. It would just chill,
he would chill
man.
With me all day.
Yeah.
He would sit here, and it's late, and I woke him up, and he's still being cool.
Well, he's like giving you that lazy stare.
I know. He's like, "What are you messing with me? Come on."
Like, yeah, but no, those are sweet, man. Like, it's like the perfect animal if you want to put on some reggae or ska music and sit down with some green tea and just chill and watch him just be like you.
He's got Alex over here freaking dying. Alex.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
Oh my god. Well, I want one of those. I don't want the Ambulolo. I want one of those.
Yeah, you don't want. I mean, the Ambulobes are your more common of all the panthers,
right?
But only a few have those. And then, like, I only got a couple clutches before my female died, so there's only a very limited amount. That's crazy.
Come on. We'll go backstage. I'll talk some numbers.
So you're having. So I guess the chameleon game is more holdbacks than anything, right? I mean.
Oh, dude, yeah, your holdbacks are everything for sure, definitely.
Well,
you gotta hold stuff back.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'm gonna go get another beer, and I'm gonna let Justin kind of take the reins and get into some breeding questions that he, you know, has, and I think people might be interested in how it works, or, you know, key essential things you might need to learn or do. I'm gonna let him finish talking to his old lady so we don't get beat up and get put in the doghouse. But you want to? Is that cool with you?
Come on.
You want to ask some breeding questions? I'm down. I want to listen. I'm going to go grab a beer and I'm going to let you take the reins.
Absolutely. So I asked you some already about the breeding stuff. So with the females, how many grams more or less should I say to know when to pair? What should I look for to be like, okay, this is obviously the great opportunity to put my male in there and let's try it out.
Honestly, I've never weighed a female before I bred her.
Okay.
It's kind of, you compared to whatever size the female is, you don't want that female to be like super small because you don't want the male to hurt her because she's going to lay the eggs whether or not you breed her or not. So it's better no matter what. Try to get her as big as possible, as quick as possible. So by the time she hits that first, ovulation or reception, then you're ready. And then you breed her and then that's it. But,
okay, so that was gonna be my next question. So she will, regardless of not, she will lay a clutch egg.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do the eggs?
And so unfertilized eggs will tend to stick rather than fertilized eggs, so that's a higher chance of your female becoming egg bound. So it's better, just to breed them if you're
just to breed them. Okay.
Keep females.
I was gonna say now, so they don't clutch up and stick together naturally. Then they will just be hard, like regular little hard eggs. Then
yeah. Even when she lays them, they're not going to really stick together.
Okay, like ball python eggs, they clutch together.
Yeah,
you got to peel them apart.
No, like when they lay, they'll be in a little cluster or whatever. I'll try to pick up that whole cluster and then put it right into wherever the little little egg bin, So I leave them in a little group and I just pick them up and put them right back down.
Are you using vermiculite? What are you using?
Yeah, so I just use a damp vermiculite in a little Tupperware.
Okay,
with no holes. Yeah, no holes.
No holes in the Tupperware.
Yeah, no holes, nothing. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, you want that super high humidity. Pretty much to like you open that lid, you want water drops coming from the top of it.
Top of it? Okay.
Yeah.
Like geckos. So like we breed crested geckos over here, and I have like two little pinholes where it still stays humid, really humid in there, but it isn't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's really good advice to know. Really keep it damp. Really keep it humid. So any guys out there listening, you want to breed chameleons, you see it smart, obviously, to pair your female. So pair your female, don't let her get egg bound. Hit Mike up. You need some males. Hit him up. He's got you. I'm assuming. I would hope so, right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I have a chameleon or two here.
Come on. Mm-hmm. Now, also, egg boxes, like we were talking earlier, you're saying no with the egg box. Let them use a pot. Let them use a big pot.
Honestly, I would offer them an egg bin until you know what your chameleon prefers. All my females just go right for the flower bins, but I used to offer all lay bins. I just know what mine prefer, and I don't use them personally. So I wouldn't say no, don't use them. I just personally don't use them.
Okay. Now, do you do a temperature change for the female? Do you drop the temperature at all?
No. It happens maybe 2-3 times a year. And I haven't tried to figure out like a cycle to it, but it's kind of hard. It's more like you can control it with how much you feed them and their temperature. So if you keep a female warmer and then you feed her heavily, she's going to go through more cycles and you're going to have more opportunities to breed her.
Okay. So keeping the temperature hotter, definitely that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. And feeding more. So which I do normally like 10. Well, lately mine have been doing 5 to 6 crickets a day.
Yeah.
But they're little fatties, like you said. I could see them definitely getting overweight quick if you let them.
Yeah, you do not want an obese chameleon.
No. Oh, that female, she doesn't care either. She is not shy. She does not, at all. She was like, come on, what you got for me? And especially if I go in the room, she's looking at me like, you bringing me some? What you got? And like, not yet.
Yeah, they're smart, man. They know.
But it's cool, like with the eggs and stuff. We pretty much touched base on a lot of the breeding stuff earlier, which is really cool. Now the care is now with misting them. Would you recommend a good misting cycle for them and all that?
Eggs?
I know that's actually very important. So,
what, for the chameleons or for the eggs?
Yes. For the chameleons.
Oh yeah, for the chameleons, misting super important, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say even mist a minimum of 2 a day, 3 times a day. Then you can have a fogger at night. But it's important to get them to drink. They drink a lot of water. So I sit there, I feed them, and then I spray them at the same time while they're eating. and then they'll get the water in their mouth and they'll start drinking. It's cool. But
Oh yeah.
that's the little trick I use. Spray them while they're chewing the food item, and then they get the water in their mouth and they start drinking. But super
Oh, that's
important.
actually another good one. Actually, my lady just mentioned too, shedding and misting.
Oh,
If you want to cover that basis.
So chameleons are different than like ball pythons. So chameleons, you want no humidity, so zero moisture. You want to stop misting. You want it dry, so that way they get it all off.
So
If you wet it, it's gonna stick. It'll turn to like paper mache.
So the day you see them shedding, you more or less see that light colorization on them, that paleness.
Yeah, they get like a dull gray, kind of shiny, reflective looking type color. And then you'll see it start cracking on their feet. You'll see it around their eyes, and then you just don't want to get them wet. And it could take anywhere from a day or two, but it happens pretty quick.
Hell yeah! Oh, it does. It does go really quick. It's really surprising.
Shake it all off.
Yep, exactly. I was thinking it's gonna be like a few day thing, and literally like a few hours later, he's sitting over there chilling. And
you'll notice it in the morning, and by the afternoon, it will already be gone.
Yep. Which is actually, like I said, that's a very big thing. I didn't know that, and I can tell you, there's a lot of people that probably would go home and they see them shedding, that would probably immediately go to,
Dude.
and
I know.
So it's crazy, the little details like this. It's like, hey, pay attention, because it's a big factor. It really is. It really is. Now, so with your babies, when they hatch, what are you starting them off on? Are you?
So the babies they're eating fruit flies and 2-week crickets. So not even pinheads. I do the next size up.
Okay.
So I want them eating the largest food item as quick as possible. So
you don't have to worry about them really getting impacted then, because I've heard some people say, "Oh, well, I worry about my chameleon getting impacted." I'm like, well, to me, you don't have to worry about impaction. Then you don't have your heat temp up high enough for them to digest it right, is the way I look.
You're doing something wrong to make that happen if they're not going to the bathroom.
Okay.
So like improper UV. So if they're not getting the correct UVB, that affects their metabolism. So they're not going to eat right. They're not going to go to the bathroom. They're going to be grouchy. They're going to look ugly. I mean.
Well, ours look beautiful. They have poopies.
Oh yeah,
healthy poops.
That's because you guys keep them right.
We do.
I've seen your setup. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Oh, dude! If it wasn't for you, I can tell you what. In that care sheet, if I will tell you guys, get with Mike. If any of you guys in the audience that you want to get with Mike, you get a chameleon from him. The care sheet guide that he has is spectacular. That is the best thing. Like, there's not many breeders out there, I will tell you, they're going to send you a care sheet home like that. And it gave me down to the bulbs, the wattage to buy, and everything. It was perfect. And you can't ask for that from buying from most breeders out there, guys. So any of you guys out there in chat, you're hearing this guy is amazing. This guy's got great chameleons. I reference him 100% to any of you guys.
Mike. We love Mike.
Come on. Yeah. But yes, that thing is like that was a big goal, like that was making sure you have the right proper care for them. And it's pretty cool. Even when I think Ratty Cat said, "Oh my God, thanks for sharing this information. I've been doing it wrong." And I know she has a veiled chameleon, and it's pretty decent sized veiled. So
nice.
She's learning some stuff tonight. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
But yeah, so any tricks, anything complicated that you would say, your struggles that you dealt with breeding that you would kind of reference out to people and say, hey, look, maybe try this and this. Anything that you would say was like your main obstacle that you're like, man,
the hardest thing I had to learn how to do is keep the hatchlings make them survive. Yeah. It's easy to get the chameleons to breed. It's easy to get the eggs. It's easy to get the eggs to hatch. It's hard to learn how to keep those babies to survive for the first month or two. So that was the main.
And you said the flies. So those are actually like that's pretty wicked because my girl does the fruit flies for all the tarantulas, or some of the baby tarantulas. They have those. So that's kind of wicked that something that small is going to take fruit flies, but it makes sense being in trees. At nighttime, what are they going to see? Like the blind mosquitoes, and especially here in Florida, we get blind mosquitoes, little bugs like that. That's easier for a baby to take. So definitely makes sense. I'm sure too. What ants? Maybe I'm not.
I mean, you could do anything small. I mean, they use like black soldier fly larvae is good for them. But yeah, little pinhead crickets, but they just eat a ton of fruit flies. I mean, I feed my little babies like 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'll sit there and I'll feed them, trying to get them to stop eating, and it just never happens. They just sit there and eat and eat and eat. Eat and poop. That's all they do. It's crazy. Yeah.
Like a normal baby like us, right?
No, for sure, dude. Yeah. The little babies poop multiple times a day. Yeah, all over. And that's important. You want to raise them in their own enclosures too. Like, so I keep them together. So when they hatch, right, I'll put them all in the same enclosure for about a month or so, and then I'll just slowly separate the big ones and put them in their own enclosure.
Okay. And that's actually a pretty good thing to know. Like, so then you could keep like 20 of them in one enclosure, more or less, with a bunch of plants in there, and let them kind of do their thing. As long as I know with the babies, you were telling me UVB really will just put off the heat. You don't have to go straight and throw a heat lamp in there and just cook them like that, more or less.
Yeah, so I don't even use heat until I put them in the adult size enclosures. So even like my juveniles that are in the, the medium size enclosures, they don't have any heat, just UV. That puts off enough.
See?
And if you even feel like these Arcadia lights, the 4-foot, they put off quite a bit of heat.
Oh yeah, so, for sure. Especially Arcadia, those are nice bulbs.
Yeah.
Anybody listening out there, Arcadia are top good bulbs. I like it.
Oh yeah, I love them. I like these 4-foot for all the racks I use. I use these for everything.
Come on.
They're awesome.
And the Arcadias are nice because they'll link together. Like
exactly. I have them all looped together, so it's just one plug, turn it on, off, nice and easy.
Easy peasy. Come on.
Yeah.
So, but that is pretty nice to know. Like, I would have never thought that fruit flies either. Like with babies, I've been like, "What the hell?" You know, that's really cool to know. A lot of time,
a ton of fruit flies. That's the one thing I do make. I do make my own fruit flies.
So you do fruit fly cultures?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I forgot. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Come on,
we make our own fruit flies. That's about it right now.
Fun. And you get the culture kits off Amazon, which are pretty dope.
Yeah, once you get them going though, I'll just keep making them. So I'll just make the cups, and then I'll just fill it with fruit flies. So it's not even like I'm using cultures to make new fruit flies. I just fill it with fruit flies. It takes a little bit longer, but
hell yeah. I'm fucking glad to know about all this shit. You're teaching it out of me, and this is some good information you're letting out.
Well, it seems like it's pretty damn easy to do it. Just the babies is what's hard to get established, which is common with any baby farm animals. Even if you breed cows, it's hard to get a baby cow established sometimes. But I think that it's cool that you have so many babies. So if you had like a male and a female, you could do something. You can have a little hobby. I mean, you really could, and that's plenty. That's plenty, people. Don't go out and buy 10 females and fucking 5 males. Don't do it. So how does that work? What's the pair ratio? Like, how do you do that? How long do you leave a male in there for? How's that work?
I'll leave them in there pretty much all day. So yeah. So if the female becomes receptive, as soon as I notice, I'll put it in there, and then I'll just leave them in there until the end of the day. But normally it's like a one and done thing.
And
do you catch it happening, or do you usually catch it happening, or no?
Oh yeah, no, it's quick. He goes right for sure.
He had a video that I'm pretty sure it was you the other day.
Yeah, the dude's head bobbing, and then he goes right for it.
It was grabbing the tail and shit.
Yeah, they go. Some of them are aggressive and go, they're crazy, but some of them they grab and work their way out. It's fun.
I was waiting on it to flick that tongue out, because if I was a chameleon, if I had a chameleon tongue, I'd make a lot of women happy.
Yeah. Jeez.
Just saying.
You're ridiculous.
I am ridiculous. But I have learned so fucking much about chameleons, man, or at least panther chameleons. I got to get one. I'm definitely gonna maybe later on, like maybe the winter time, I'll probably get one paid off.
Yeah.
And then wait till it's time to ship, or however that works, and I'm the kind of guy that
come down and pick one out.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was telling Justin. Like we need to get down there and fucking hang out and see your place and even do a Sippin show there. Who knows? Maybe in the near future.
That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
But yeah, I would love to see
time live and just do a tour through the building and let people see what some really cool. I mean, you got some crazy colored stuff over there. And the guy's Instagram. You could see his Instagram. It's colorful. It's colorful.
Yeah, there's his Instagram right there. You can click that in the chat. Thank you, Shauna. Yeah, go ahead
Now,
and give him a follow,
We've
man.
been doing some good chameleon talk, but I learned backstage you got some hella cool ass carpets.
Snake.
Now I'm really intrigued over these.
Yeah.
I almost want to screen share your Insta and go through some of them. Do you mind if we do that? Can I
Do it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, do that shit, dude.
I'm gonna go backstage and get it set up, but I want to see some of these and
let's
show
go.
some of these off. So
Yeah, you're good, dude. I know. And speaking of that, while he's doing that, real quick to get back
Yeah,
on
what's up?
this, you said you use Vision racks for your snakes.
Yeah, I have a hatchling rack made by Vision. Oh yeah.
So I can ask you this. Not a lot of people don't use Vision as why, like you would think they would, but not for snake racks. And they do it, I think, because of the cable. So I want to touch on the cable for a second.
Yeah.
So you like the cable, I assume. Like
Dude, I've never had an issue with it. I mean,
how long have you had the same cable, I guess?
Probably almost 2 years. So it's still kind of newer. But
that's good though. I mean, hell,
yeah.
I've had heat tape malfunction within 6 months.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, for the mother, I've never had an issue with it. It seems fine. The temperature, I have it hooked up to a thermostat, but a herpostat.
I use herpostat too. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah.
I use the Herp 2s, but I like the setup of it, how it has the prongs and everything. It never touches the bin. Never. And the prongs even serve a purpose. You can put your probe.
Okay.
Your probe will snap into the prongs and it never touches it, and it gives you an accurate reading,
Nice.
And with heat tape, I have heat tape on my melamine, but you have to have it touching it and it gives you an inaccurate reading. But yeah, look at these snakes, people. I mean, it's pretty. It's kind of like takes words out of your mouth. These are the snakes that people dream of,
Let me see.
People like us, anyway.
And you guys can see,
these I definitely dream of these snakes.
Are beautiful. Like that is gorgeous.
It's hard to see, but that's a Carpondro.
Yeah.
And that right there is really amazing.
I love that thing, dude.
And look at that. You guys can see some of these chameleons.
Jaguar? Is that a jaguar right there?
No,
that's not a jag. So that's just an ivory jungle. So it's pure.
That's what I'm saying. The ivories look crazy, bro.
And that's from Brandon Wheeler, Morelia House.
That's badass.
These are 2025 babies. I got a male and a female from them.
I'm guessing they're good little penny for those too. They're not cheap.
No, it's not it's an expensive hobby. That's why a lot of people don't really do it, because it's a niche thing. It's like anything else like that, Look at that one though. Look at that one down that you're right below. Yeah, that's badass. Enough of the panther talk, man. Come on. I'm hooked on snake. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So look at that. Ocelot jag from Scattershot Exotics.
Wow, dude.
Mike Curtin.
Wow.
Like this guy's got some amazing.
And that was actually kind of bummed. It was sold to me as a female, as a little baby, and I raised it for 2.5 years, and it's a male. So
look at the head. Look at the head right there. Yeah. Wow.
Head stamp. Yeah, it's badass.
Man, it's like a flower or something trippy,
Even that one. That
how it's dark in the middle of the scale, or like that.
Diamond Jungle Jag.
Diamond jungle. That's what I want.
It's 75% diamond, 25% jungle. The snake.
Yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need in my life.
That's what I need in my life.
Wow, look at that,
and dude! Check out that. Hold on, go back real quick. Look at that baby chameleon. Click on the baby chameleon. Look at its head. Can you see the back of its head?
A smiley face.
Yeah.
Smiley face.
You see it?
That is cool,
bro. All the babies in that clutch had that little smiley face.
Oh, that's cool.
That one right there. Click it.
Look at that.
Look at that, bro.
Look at the eyes on that. That is
amazing.
Like
a skull. It looks like a skull in the center of it.
Yeah,
like
right.
The center to the right, it looks like some kind of evil demon in there.
Yeah, with like
I like that. I like that.
That is gorgeous. Look at these chameleons.
Look at the red. Look at that red. Oh my god.
I just got some eggs from this guy from a pairing, so
paired
him to another red one.
So the males are the egg layers in the
no, just from his pairing.
Okay.
I mean,
hey man, you never know. I mean, okay, what's that? Okay, yeah, go back. That
which one?
The one go up. I guess you just either one of those. I guess
This
maybe
one or-
that's what I seen. That
Which
one.
one? This one?
Yeah. That may be that looks like
that-
what I was talking about. Like
Oh,
that
about the
looks like
green
a
and black. Yeah. So the
black.
Mbonjas, that's in a little Mbonja male.
Yep.
So it
Nice
is.
baby.
A really light colored Mbonja in it.
I'm thinking that's what it was that I liked that I've seen, but it was more blue, kind
But
of
that's
like
also an Mbonja there, correct? Is that an Mbonja there too, Mike?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, his snakes are badass, and he don't just have a couple. I mean, he's got a good little collection of snakies.
That is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
That is gorgeous.
Hopefully this next coming season I'll have some babies.
Okay, so what is that? Why does the pattern look so much?
Zebra.
So this is a jungle carpet, right? So, but it's a zebra jungle carpet, so it's got an extra. It's like a morph to it. So
it is
Zebra.
zebra. There
Yeah.
you go.
hmm
That's
Come
cool
on.
as hell, man. Yeah, speaking of, we were at the Daytona. I seen it, the Daytona reptile thing, man. That's where I got to talk to him and see his animals, man. If y'all are ever in the area in a show in South Florida, wherever, look it up, see if he's there.
And I have to say, Mike,
Oh,
your
yeah, I
pictures
do
are
most
top
of them,
notch
so.
too. Like all your
I'm
stuff
all
is
over.
your pictures is definitely top notch. You're doing a hell of a good job.
Yeah, pictures are everything. They really are. I mean, seriously, like if you take a bad picture, then they're not going to buy it or they're not going to want it. You know?
No, for sure.
That's a good
And
ass.
then your pictures got to be good. Like if you see it, none of my pictures are filtered. I don't use any to do any of
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I don't like. The only time I use filters is I'm doing something stupid like a glitch on a story or something, you know. But I try not to do it. That's all about lighting, you know, like we were talking about earlier.
Sure.
If you have the right lighting and a good enough, I mean, hell, a Galaxy or a fucking iPhone is plenty enough to take a great picture.
That's pretty much all I use is an iPhone.
Yeah, if you have
all
the right
those pictures
lighting.
are on iPhone.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a question that a lot of people don't really know how to answer sometimes. What's been like the best thing about the reptile industry for you, and what has been the worst thing about what did you don't like about it?
The best thing? What do you want to do? The best or the worst first?
Whatever you want, man. Dealer's choice.
All right, I'll just do the best first, I guess. The best is meeting everybody, going to the shows and just meeting all the people, and they become like your reptile family, to say. So that's probably my favorite
number one
part.
answer. That's the number one answer, people.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing everybody, and then going back to that same show. Then you see everybody again. That's always my favorite. And then
What up, Duval?
Yeah, when people are like, "Oh, look at my chameleon! It's doing so good." I love that shit. That's my favorite.
Hell yeah, man!
What's not my favorite is when people call me and they're like, "What the fuck? My chameleon's like dying. We've done everything you've told us to do, and oh my gosh, dude, that drives me up the wall." And I'm like. And then these people are like, think I gave them a defective chameleon, but really it's like, dude,
well,
I don't know what you're doing.
It's always the manufacturer's issue, right? It's always their fault.
But dude, that shit tears me up, dude. I don't like that stuff.
It does get annoying. I don't think
they did something wrong, but they don't want to.
It's sad, dude. I don't want to hear that shit. It shouldn't be that hard, dude. By the time somebody gets one of my chameleons, they're so well established, you should never have an issue. And then I'm there to help everybody, so it should never happen. So for you to let that happen, you got to be doing something not right.
Well, I'll say at the show, you didn't have anything that looked small. Like when you go to PetSmart and you buy a chameleon, they look like they just come out of an egg. I'm like, are y'all even supposed to be able to sell this right now?
Yeah.
And they're like, just give it some crickets. It'll be all right. I'm like, the cricket's 3 times its body size. But all of your chameleons were definitely, they were good size fucking. And Justin was feeding his at the Airbnb the same damn day. We were chilling with it by the pool, bro, in the sunshine.
That's what I want, dude.
Bro, it was
really hanging out. Mike, it was really hanging out by the pool in his little green basket with us, having a beer, and I was throwing some crickets in there.
Had some crickets, bro. Had some crickets. Had some slightly on the radio, maybe something good, jamming. We was chilling, dude. That's why I like them, because they're so mellow and they are cool and beautiful. Like
Yep.
they're such a mellow animal. Like you could literally just chill on the couch and watch TV with it. It's not going
No.
nowhere. Where's it gonna go? You
It's
know,
gonna
it's not
hang out
gonna
with you all day.
fucking haul ass. Yeah, it's not a fast knoll. You don't have a fucking
go to your
green
head.
knoll.
It's gonna go climb on
It's
top
not
of your
gonna
head.
take off,
more or
and
less.
then you're never gonna see it again.
No.
So they like the hive spot. They like really like Kat in the chat. She lets hers pretty much free roam her room.
Yeah,
And like
when I'm working in the shop, I leave a lot of the doors open to the adult males, and they go in and out as they please.
how does that not get confusing? They just go back home. They just go back home though, like anything
Well,
else.
kind of like the one he likes to walk out on the edge, like his door will be open, so he likes to walk out and perch on the end of his door and sit there and puff up and like a peacock in front of everybody. But yeah, it's funny. They just hang out there, and then
Oh, dude, that's
every
awesome,
now and
dude.
then I'll catch one that made his way across the room, and I'll pick him up and put him back in his enclosure. But yeah, they'll just sit there.
So do you have like random trees everywhere or plants everywhere throughout your place?
Yeah, I got like a parrot stand, and then I put plants on tables. I got a couple fake trees.
Oh, I remember. I wanted to say something too. You mentioned that, and I forgot. When we were at Daytona, they told you that you had to have them in a cage because you had this nice setup, bro, and that pissed me off, man. I was like, fuck that, dude. Like, we won't get into it, but it pissed me off.
Dude, it wasn't aimed towards me.
I can say it because I don't give a shit. I don't have a reputation. So it made me mad. I was like, how can these people have snakes out and big ass snakes that, whatever? And I'm like, he's got these slow.
And these things are literally going to stay in one spot. They're not even
going to go
around the room real quick, Oh, I can't.
That's how I attract people. I sit there with the chameleon. They see it, brings everyone from across the room. It's crazy.
Well, it brought me from across the room. Them just being in there and their little net things or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
you see the enclosure I do for my displays. I bring all. I hate seeing when people put them in deli cups, dude. The pants.
Well, you have cages that you sell and everything. You have a deal you'll do with it. Like if they want the cage and everything, you'll sell it to them. I mean, I
provide a package deal. I want you to have all the correct stuff. I'll do the enclosure. I do the lights. I do the vitamins. I even give you a spray bottle. So,
dude, that's amazing. Listen, y'all. Look, you don't meet too many people that do stuff like that, and then they write care sheets on their own. They go the extra mile to make sure it's eating. Like that alone is the big thing. But like. That's not all he's doing. I think that's great. I love it when people do enclosures or some kind of, and you even do, like you said, vitamins. And who the fuck is giving the vitamins with an animal?
You definitely stay professional to the T with it, which is very
feel
nice
better.
And very intriguing.
Got everything.
Well, you're leading them in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do. Just like you said, those people that call you and they're like, hey, you sold me at a motherfucker. I sold you the vitamins.
Look, see, this dude walked all the way back over to me. Hold on.
It's like, I sold you the vitamins and gave you the tongs to feed the son of a bitch. Well, there's no way.
Nick,
I set everybody up for success. There's no reason you should. Like, it actually takes neglect for you to kill a chameleon.
Right. And Nick, you can kind of vouch for me, like walking around seeing the other chameleon people at Daytona. His was the most.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative information that you can't.
Oh yeah,
you can't handle them. They're hard to take care of. If you touch them, they're gonna die. No,
that's what I've heard. I've literally heard that. Like they're not handleable. I watched a show literally like today or yesterday online on YouTube. I'm not gonna say because I don't really remember. But I have a good idea who it was, but I'm not going to say. But anyway, they were saying that, they're not like people in the comments, not the people on the show, but the people in the comments are like, they're not really a handleable species. You don't really want something like that if you want something to hold. And I just wanted to get in there and be like, no, fuck that. They'll chill with you. Like I said, on the couch, they'll hang out with you. They love the attention, I feel like. And but I didn't because I'm not a chameleon guy and I didn't want to look like a jack off, So I was like, no, I'm not going to say that. But no, it's true, man. Like, look at that thing. It loves it. You can tell that
a lot of what goes into them when they're little babies is what is going to make them into an adult. You know what I mean? So, like, they get a lot of attention from their time they hatch to the time you get them. So they're all not even worried about people.
Nick, honestly, bro, I feel like with mine, they like
What
to
you want?
be
You want to
held.
have something you can interact with. Well, you don't want something you can't touch. I mean,
Exactly.
for the most part.
That's why I don't want a tarantula because I ain't trying to hold it. I ain't trying to
Trying to
hold
get
it.
bit by
What am I
one of
gonna
those
do?
things.
Go in there? Hey, you want to watch cartoons? Come on, let's go. Like
That's
chameleon will
funny.
do that. A chameleon will go. It'll get on your fucking head or your hat or something, and
No, you
just
can
go
let him chill.
outside with it.
He would sit here, dude. He'll sit there
And
and try to get on
yeah,
top
I was
of
gonna
my
say
head.
they like the interaction. You see me do the commercial the other day
Cool.
on Instagram. He just chilled on my
Yeah,
shoulder.
hang
I
out
can
with
tell
you
you
all
what,
day if
guys,
you
I
want.
took like 30 takes, and he sat out there for like an hour and a half until
I can
finally
vouch for that because he did tell me that. He did tell me.
and it sat on my shoulder the whole time and was chilling. You know, there were sometimes the birds would chirping, he'd get a little darker, and he would look around. I'm like, "You're good, buddy. You're on my shoulder. You know, I ain't gonna let that bird get you."
I feel there's a misconception with chameleons though. Like that's why I think they like the attention because everyone I've seen, acts real mellow with people. But if it is a slow moving lizard, but let's be honest, it is an animal and it does have the ability. If it doesn't want to be held, you ain't fucking holding it. It will bite
They're
you.
quick.
It will run from you. And they're quick. I mean, they just don't really. They don't. Why would they want to be? They're mellow. They're
Yeah.
cool. They're like the. I don't want to say it, but the stoners of the reptile world. They're fucking. What's up, bro? I can look
Yeah.
at everything at one time.
He's trying to go on
You
my
know what
head.
I'm saying?
That joint, I can see 3-dimensional, bro.
I know, right? They're crazy.
I'm red, but now I'm blue.
Yeah.
Well, they
don't
will
even
let you
know.
know. Like if you could tell if he like kind of feels uncomfortable, they'll go kind of dark and change that color on you, and you're like, all right, I can tell you're not kind of enjoying this right now, you know.
Oh
And then
no,
they'll start
they
changing
definitely wear
colors.
their heart on their sleeve, so they'll know.
No,
Yes,
You'll
I
be
don't
exactly.
mind feeding bugs, cat. I
That's
have a lot of animals that eat bugs, but I'm not fucking. A tarantula is a bug. Let's be real. So that's a little different.
No,
I don't
bugs
mind
aren't too bad.
feeding.
you feed a bug a bug.
Yeah, I wouldn't feed a bug to a lizard. And honestly, she makes a good point though. That is why I got rid of all because we used to do when my old lady was around. We did like a rehabilitation rescue. That's how we
Okay.
got into everything, really, like the whole scene.
Yeah.
Because we would take in animals. We took in a bird. We took in fucking hedgehogs, all axolotls, all kind of bullshit. Whatever
Okay.
people couldn't take care of no more, iguanas, and so we did that. And I had a bunch of animals. Like we had crested geckos for a while. We had a shit ton of leopard geckos, and a shit ton of bearded dragons. And I had to
Nice.
breed, like crickets, and I've done dubia roaches, and it's a pain in the ass. But I don't mind feeding an insect, but I don't like having to do it. Like I don't like my water monitor when she was little, like a little lizard. Her first year, I fed her mainly dubia, big ass fat dubia
Oh
roaches,
yeah.
because my buddy does cresteds down the road, and he had big adults that he couldn't feed to his thing, and that's
They're
where I
too
got them
big.
from. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd feed them to her, and I hated dealing with it. Like I don't want it. I don't want it crawling on me. I don't like that. I don't see
No.
what the fascination is of the feeling of an insect's feet. Like they're so pointy and like just and so I was like, just having to tongue feed it, but it's just you have to mix it with calcium. I didn't because it was outside,
Yeah.
but I mean, you have to do all these different things, and I don't know. It's easier for me just to get a rat, boom, done. Boom, done.
Yeah.
We're done here. We're done
Crickets
here.
are easy, bro. Honestly, crickets are easy and they're cheap. Like even my pet store, if I don't,
Yeah,
like,
but then you end up with a cricket loose in your house that won't shut up and you can't find it.
you
It's
get you
gonna
a-
happen. It's
you
gonna
get your
happen.
cricket keeper, and you got a patio. You can keep them on your patio.
They'll
You
die out there, bro. It's so hot they will croak, dude.
oh yeah,
They will croak. Crickets are hard to keep alive. People don't
I
think
like the
about it.
sound of crickets.
Oh, I hate that
Hel-
shit, dude.
Helps me
I'm the
sleep better
mother,
at night.
dude. I'm the son of a bitch. If I'm driving,
he's a Florida boy like me. We get used to that
No.
shit real easy.
I don't like no
Crickets don't
noise.
bother me.
If I'm driving down the road and I hear a noise in the back of my truck, I'm the son of a bitch that pulls over and I
The side of the
fucking
highway.
I figure it out, dude. If it takes me an hour, I'm figuring it out. My daughter's
Yeah.
literally got mad at me. And she's like, Dad, what are you doing? And she's 6. And I'm like, baby, I can't do it. I can't do it. She's like, what, that noise? Because she knows. She's been with me since she was 6. And so I'm like, yeah. And so I've sat there for an hour trying to figure it out. And it'll be something stupid, but I figure it out because I can't do it. And that cricket, I just can't deal with it, dude.
I'll sleep on the water. You hear the crickets going, you hear the frogs chirping. Man, that's the greatest sound right there. Sleeping.
The only thing I can listen to is water on a rain on a tin roof. I can deal with that now. Rain, heavy rain, I like that. But that annoying little it's like a smoke alarm chirping to me.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Because it's only every now and then, you know, every now and then. Hell yeah. So you're breeding the snakes. So you started doing that already? You have clutches on the ground?
No, well, I failed. I had failed attempts. I have a couple eggs in the incubator, but we'll see if they go the distance.
Okay.
How many eggs does something like that lay?
The carpets, I mean, anywhere from a handful to like 20, I want to say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can have quite a good size. Yeah.
So what are you worried about with these eggs? Did you candle them? Did you see weak veins or what?
No, I don't know. They came out funky. The female, no, I didn't even candle them. I just put them in there, and then if they didn't go bad, then they're good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, I mean, you put them in there. You try to make it.
Yeah, no, they're good. They were good eggs.
Yeah.
But it was weird. The female had like eggs stuck in her. I had to get them, like physically take her in the shower and push the eggs out of her. So it was kind of messed up. And honestly, I used a jaguar male, and fucking, I don't know if his, because I heard when you get messed up eggs, it's more likely that it came from the male than the female. So I think it must be, yeah. So it's been 2 tries in a row I've gotten messed up batches of eggs from this particular pairing. So I think it has something to do with the male. So we'll see. I'm still working on it.
Crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the jaguar it's like similar to like the spider gene in ball pythons.
Really?
So, yeah.
And what gene is it? You said
the jaguar.
The one that I fucking like. Go figure.
Yeah.
Make some goofy babies sometimes.
Yeah, but they make like it's just like spiders though. They make the coolest looking fucking snakes, dude. Like spider ball pythons make some of the most insane looking snakes, and it's a shame. It really is a shame.
But I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. So,
but that, you know, so how big does something like that get? Like,
so there's different species of like carpet python or different. So the coastals get biggest. Your females will get anywhere from 6 to 8 foot. Your jungles are typically a little bit smaller, anywhere from 5, 6, 7 foot. Okay. Your diamond pythons, they'll get a little bit bigger, but
so
anywhere
like
from 5 to 8 foot.
Anywhere kind of like a boa size or something.
Yeah, the males will stay relatively small compared to the females. So, but
how big around are they? A slender when they get full grown?
Kind of like a skinny boa.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're more athletic.
What's up, Selective? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, bro. It's been a while, bro. Nice to see you here. Come on.
Oh yeah, dude. Glad to have you. So no, that's cool. And those snakes, man, because like I said, I've been seeing them on your, like they show up on my feed because I guess it's the algorithm.
Those things are
tearing the shit out of your stuff. And
I try posting a lot, dude. I try posting a lot. So
I will say that's probably some of the most gorgeous carpets I've ever seen. Like I've never seen.
No, dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Like you got some amazing carpet pythons and
even like with my chameleons, I try to get the best animals I can possibly find.
Of course.
You're buying quality.
Everything. So
you're definitely buying quality over quantity for sure. You're out there getting good quality and you're running
it. It's all stuff I think is cool. That's why I want it. It's not even like, oh, let me buy this because I want to sell it. It was like, damn, I like this shit.
And look what it turned into, though.
I know.
You know?
Crazy, right?
Well, you're focusing yourself on that one thing and really attacking it. You know,
dude, well, that's I mean, it's hard to breed multiple species. It's crazy hard unless you're like Superman.
That's why I don't do that shit.
Yeah,
and that's what I used to do is shit like that. You know, with like leopard geckos or something. You know, when we were doing the rescue, I would be like, oh well, we have two pairs of crested geckos that we just got from this breeder that lost his mind and he couldn't take care of them no more. Holy shit, man. let's just try to breed them, you know, and then,
Right.
you know, a year later, I'm cleaning out the enclosure and there's eggs in there that I didn't take care of, that I didn't know about, that,
Yeah.
you know, because
Hidden away.
well, you have to think about it. You know, you got to really think about what you're doing with reptiles, right? I mean, you don't want to just go out and do it like that because you're going to get
No.
overwhelmed, man. Like, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to be overwhelmed, you're going to forget things, and
Oh,
things
yeah.
are either going to perish
They
or
get
they're going to,
neglected.
yeah, they're going to be neglected, and it's going to be a bad cycle. And the worse it get, the as soon as it gets bad, it gets worse faster. You know,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
why
like
I
anything,
only breed.
prevention's always the best.
Oh
And,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
I want to like me. I've been talking with Justin. I want to do black dragons. I want to do water
Oh, yeah.
monitors,
They're
but
badass.
I'm trying to wait until I get a house that I'm gonna die in essentially,
Yeah.
and I can build the enclosures outside and do it the right way. That way, it's not as hard. Because that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I asked about keeping it outside, right? Because I keep my water monitor outside, and it's easier. Because when
Yeah.
you're changing a fucking 25-gallon, 35-gallon swimming pool, essentially
Yeah.
concrete tub, it's a pain in the ass to do that in the house.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have 6 monitors, 7 monitors, you would want them outside, you know. It would be easier to take on that hobby. So I'm saying, I guess the moral of the story, remember, the more hobbies you take, the harder life is.
Or just, I mean, not. I agree because I'm one with the zoo over here. So I got African grays, I got yellow.
Anybody knows it's you. Yeah, I mean,
You know, but like, don't overwhelm you. Like Mike's saying, like, you don't have to have fucking 10 chameleons to do that if you want to. Get you one or two pair and be happy and have something else. Like, I have diversity over here. I love diversity. I love the fact that I have so many different species and I don't get bored. There's always something different, and it's always something different learning with each one, and the interaction with each animal and different reactions that I get out of every animal I freaking love, you know. But it's I don't overwhelm myself.
personal preference, right?
10 chameleons. I didn't go buy, 60 parrots, and I didn't overwhelm myself. Be smart.
Well, it's personal preference, though, right? You know,
Right.
it's all about your personal limits, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, for me,
and some people
like,
can handle more than
yeah.
others. It's just
I
all
like
depends.
to have just the ball pythons and then one pet. I have one colubrid, one monitor, one tortoise, and one. You know, I have a bunch of ones. I have a bunch of ones, but
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm not breeding them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I can't. Like, it's not
No,
worth
I got
it
a bunch
for
of
that.
random snakes too. I got some, yeah. So that's all right.
So, what's some of your random snakes?
I got a milk snake, and it was
Okay.
someone gave it to me as a little tiny baby. I don't know what kind it is. I feel bad. I don't know.
It's
People
probably
ask
like
me.
an apricot lavender.
No, it
fucking-
just looks like a normal little. It looks like a little coral snake, so it's cool. But
Oh,
I got it
okay,
when it was
yeah.
a little tiny thing, and now she's like this big, so she's cool.
Is it
But,
feisty? Is it a little?
No, it's actually pretty. It's cool when I feed it. The thing goes nuts when I feed it. I feed it little
Oh,
frozen
yeah.
thawed pinkies, and I sit there and I tease it, and it comes out like super crazy. It's funny, but she's cool. Then I got a blood python. I got the
okay.
carpondro. Then just all the different carpet pythons. I got my blackhead pythons.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, I always
Actually,
forget
yeah.
them.
Me too. I don't. You don't really post a lot about it. I don't feel
Yeah.
like.
Kind of my
But yeah,
secret
that-
project.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's badass, man. Those
Yeah,
are
hopefully
big.
this coming year. And
Hell yeah. So
they're
you got
both
your
het
adult
for
pair then.
a xanthic, so
Oh,
should
really?
make some, yeah, should make
Hold
some
on a
xanthic
fucking
blackheads.
2 minute. There's a fucking exanthic blackhead python.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
That's pretty
There's a
cool.
bunch of different morphs for blackhead pythons. Hypo,
What?
there's a tiger morph, there's a tangerine, which is also the hypo. But yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff. There's
That's
a dude,
insane.
Derek Roddy, and he's down south. He's badass, works with the blackhead pythons.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Got me
Damn,
into
I would have never thought, man. I would have because even I couldn't even imagine how much something like that, an albino or something, goes
Oh,
for.
no, yeah.
Like, because a regular blackhead, just a wild type, is fucking.
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
Oh yeah, I've seen some cool stuff at the Daytona show like that, and I was like, God, man. So you don't have any ball pythons, right?
No, none.
Okay, okay.
He
I've
said, "Screw the
had.
ball pythons."
Well, you're excused because you have some beautiful lizards. I'll let it slide. And your snake, the snakes that you do have is not some bullshit.
Mike
You
said,
know
"Did
what I
you
mean?
see a
Like,
show? You see me ball pythons at a show?"
he's like, do you not know me at all, motherfucker? You know I don't got no ball pythons. But no, I mean,
That's funny.
and that's understandable because the snakes you have are like, it's like ball pythons, Michael snakes. And I mean, really, and I don't mean that in any kind of way. I mean, I breed ball
Yeah.
pythons. I love
No,
them.
I like them.
But it's
They're
just
cool.
in the standpoint of the rare, and I don't even think it's the rarity, but there is a certain amount of rareness to a lot of the carpet, a lot of the, different things like that.
Oh
So
yeah, it's kind of more
it
like
is,
elite. It's weird.
it's a
There's,
niche, yeah.
yeah.
It's a niche community that, and it's like the chameleons, like, so you're a low-cal dude. I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
you're like one of them guys that's like fucking low-cal strong, like
Mhm.
retake people and shit.
Oh yeah, you have to be. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're gonna just like swing in there and swing all the way out of the fucking field. You're like, check it out, I got some fire.
Yeah,
Like,
Babe Ruth in it. Babe Sandy Ruth in it.
that's what I'm saying. He's hitting it out the freaking ballpark all day, like hitting cars in the parking lot. Like, check it out. Just look at this shit. Like that's dope.
So
Yeah,
no, that's fucking
Definitely.
badass, dude.
That's one thing I always try to do. Let my animals talk for me.
you're damn
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't do anything. The animals do everything. All I do is just keep them fed and take pictures of them. That's all.
And
I
get
do.
really good quality lines and stuff and do the best you can, right?
Yeah.
To make it the most presentable thing ever, because you want to express that passion you have to other people. Like, like you're not just some guy that's like, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Like Justin's reached out to you, I know, a lot, asking a lot of questions. And if you're interested in it and you have somewhat of a brain, he's the man to talk to,
No, I don't mind helping people, especially if you get a chameleon or two from me. I don't mind trying to help you breed chameleons. I've actually had people successfully breed them with my help. So,
Come on.
Awesome. So do you ever like, is there a thing in the chameleon world? We were talking about like retics and whatever about locales. Is there a thing in the chameleon world where you get that locale paperwork? Is that a thing?
I mean, there's no actual paperwork. Like, it's more basically you got to trust people and know that what they tell you is true. You know what I mean? But
okay.
You can kind of tell.
So it's not a thing. They're like, this is from the region of this blah 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 island, and it's you just look at the color and the pattern or whatever. Is that how?
I mean, kind of. I mean, you can tell when something kind of like there's all certain let me say there's certain like characteristics to each locale. So like certain locales will display certain characteristics, and that will give you identifiers. So it kind of you can identify some of it you can't. But it's basically you just got to trust the person that you get it from, or if you're getting import animals that are labeled what they are when they come in. So
yeah, Cat, he's in his chameleon facility. His snakes are at another place.
Next time we'll do it where the snakes are. Yeah.
Look, if everybody in the chat goes and buys a chameleon, he'll be able to break down that wall right there and extend.
Yeah, I can add the snakes right there.
He can add the snakes. So everybody
show some support.
Dude. I would kill to have that. You're muted, Justin.
Yeah, I am muted. I would say we should get you my mic, the little it goes, but no, we should get you on if you don't mind one day and show some of these carpets and show your blackheads
man.
Like I would love to do that for sure. I'm sure Nick would definitely be.
Dude, I think those are some of the most beautiful snakes. That's why,
they're cool.
Because when Justin started talking to me about you, and then I met you in Daytona, I thought you were just a fucking chameleon dude, man. And then I followed you, and then I looked at your thing because Justin, talked to you about being on the show. So I wanted to know more about you in that sense. So I started seeing all these snakes, bro, and I'm like, holy shit. And then every other day I'd see a snake pop up on my Instagram feed and it would be him. And I didn't know it was him, but I'd share it or whatever because it was badass. And then he would say something or he would heart the message maybe or something. I don't know. But I would realize that it was him. And I was like, damn, like this ain't no bullshit. Like this dude's got some crazy looking snakes, man. Like, I thought you were just like straight up because it's beachside chameleons, right?
I
It's
know.
not,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to
I'm gonna have to
figure something.
modify it. Chameleons and carpets. Something.
Is that hard? Is that
Yeah.
hard to do? Is that hard to do? Like having an LLC, like a business?
No.
No.
I mean, I have like an accountant that helps me and shit.
Well, I'm
but-
saying it's like a rebranding, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but you could go. He can go, especially with Florida, because I have my LLC with my pressure wash company. But you can go into the state of Florida, and Sunbiz is for
Yeah,
us.
Sunbiz, exactly.
And you can go under there, and you can go change your name and do whatever you want, as long as you're the main manager of the account, which he is. So he can go in and change it, whatever. Which reptiles? I mean, it seems like you're doing more than carpets. You got some black.
Yeah, I know.
So it seems like reptiles might be more or less in it, or something of that nature, more or less. But that's still like, dude, your logo's amazing. Shit, that logo is freaking professional. That
It is so badass, and I
logo.
wanted it to share out, but I didn't ask because every time I was usually I can
I'll go
find
get my
it.
business card. Hold on. It's on
Yeah,
there.
usually I can find it, Justin. And then I can make my thing.
That is literally the coolest Like, I've seen chameleon breeders logos, and that to me is literally like the coolest fucking.
Well, it's the tail, right? It's like the tail. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but
Yeah. I couldn't make a thing with it because like a sticker, like my logo and Justin's.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't make a logo with it because it's so simple, I guess. And but it's so classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
nice and easy.
And most people don't use the tail when they think about chameleons. They think of eyes or something, and that's very smart to do that.
Oh yeah,
There's a good one there that they wanted to know. Are you on Morph Market at all, or do you sell at shows only?
Just mostly on shows or people reach out for social media. But yeah, just hit me up, and I do have a website I'm working on also.
Let me try to find.
Actually, Hogalicious, you have hogs, and I know Mike was talking about he wants to get into some hogs. So hit him up. You guys can make it work some shit out. So
there's his link right there.
My bad.
If you want a Hogalicious, hit that up so you can get something cooking.
Send me a message.
Sure. Really cool guy, man. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I've loved it. So I have a weird question off topic. What did you do before you went full time into the chameleon game?
I used
Did you
to
like
do
some kind of
construction.
crazy adult film?
Yeah. I was an electrician.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I did electrical work. I did a
Just
lot of
good
commercial
old
work.
boy,
Yeah, a lot of commercial, a lot of apartment complexes I did. So it's, got tired of that shit, man. Kicked my ass.
I bet, man. That's what I'm saying. If I could have a building where I bred snakes and had people like helping me in like a business aspect like that,
yeah.
Dude, that's the fucking dream. Because you even have the
it was
option to
hard,
do-
man. I have fucking sold everything to get to the. Oh man, it was horrible. I sold my truck. I freaking moved back in with my mom to help start all this shit. Like it was crazy, bro. And now finally, it's starting to take off. It's
Hey, you got to struggle to succeed.
Life is about risks. This is what I tell people. And you take those risks, and you do what you want to do, and you do it, and you're gonna succeed at the end. Don't think anything's overnight. You can't do this shit overnight. It's not overnight. A lot of sweat, blood, sweat, and tears, and anything. Whether it's plumbing, chameleons, ball pythons, whatever. You're gonna have those nights where you're like, "Fuck it, am I doing the right thing?" But in the day, it's gonna pay off. You push and you push and you push.
You have those more than not, people. And I hope everybody knows what month it is. We won't go into it, but yeah, think about that too. If it ever gets too bad, talk to somebody, reach out to a friend, hey man, get that support you need. Sometimes you need it.
Facts.
It gets to be that way sometimes. But yeah, I'm happy. Like I'm proud as fuck to know somebody that, like I said, you can't succeed without the struggle. So if you give up the things that are really not that important in your life to the things that you feel like is something that you're really passionate about, dude. Go for it. You know, because chances are it's going to work out. Look down here, right
Plus,
there.
you don't believe in yourself. Who else is going to? So you got to just kind of
That's
go
fucking.
for it.
That is so true. That is
That
so
and
true.
failure is succeeding. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
understand that, but you have to fail to succeed.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
you
all
have
part
to
of it.
literally fail to succeed. You're gonna have problems, whether it's pairing problems, hatchling problems, anything. You're gonna run into failure somewhere that you gotta overcome that obstacle to succeed. You know, this is how it
For
is.
sure.
So, is there a big drama? Like, is there drama in the as much drama in the chameleon world as there is in the ball
Yeah.
python
Oh
world?
yeah, 100% for
Okay,
sure.
so it's the same. Okay, reptile people are reptile people,
Oh
girl.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people are giving me shit all the time. That's
Yeah.
I don't want to
It
talk. It's
happens.
sad. You ever heard like the expression where they're like, "Don't meet people you look up to because you're gonna find out they're dickheads."
Like I
You're
said
not-
earlier, it was slightly stupid. Just like I said, dude. Fuck
So,
that. You know, like it's
yeah.
always that way. It's always
Certain
that
people I looked up to when I got into this, you find out they're really dickheads, and then you're like, "Damn." Like I used to really like you, dude. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude, and it sucks, right? That really sucks because that makes
yeah.
you feel to an extent like, damn, am I doing the right thing? Because I listen to this guy and he's not who I want to be.
Yeah. No, and that's why I try to help everybody too. Like, I'd rather give you the tools to succeed and then let you put animals up against mine and see whoever's is better. So, I don't know.
Hell
if that
yeah.
makes
So
sense.
you
Well,
like
it's
to
not
come,
even just that. Y'all, like,
Yeah.
you could help each other down the road. You know, you could
Yeah.
have a
And
good
I look at
line.
other breeders like if you do good, it's really like me doing good, and then it's just better for everybody. So it's not like
and I don't know if anyone can see the RWO up there next to Justin, but that's what we're all about, everybody. So if you want to be in that real quick, shout out to the RWO family, the Reptile World Order. If you want to be in that chat or Discord or anything like that, let us know. We got you. Everything's free. You don't pay for all that.
Nope.
It's basically I
Community
think
of
we
great
have
people.
like 40 or 50 people in it, but all the years combined in that chat is just ridiculous. You know, there's no real no.
The amount
Yeah,
of
it's
people.
hard to put a number on it because there's so many people in there with so much knowledge. So if you ever had questions, you know, you always reach out to people like that. So it's awesome.
Facts.
yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Getting to that time, we're almost hitting 2 hours.
We
So-
are, dude, but I feel like I just want to talk and talk, but we are going to try to get you on again. We're going
Dude,
to
I'm
make
down
it
for
happen.
sure.
Yep.
For sure, man, because I want to do the next show where I have my chameleon. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like from
Let's
you,
do
you
it.
know, like I'm gonna get one. I'm obviously gonna try to get one from you, obviously, because I know
Oh
you a
yeah, I
little
got
bit.
you.
And, you know, I've seen your stuff, and I know that you are really passionate and take care of your animals and the people that you know are passionate about the animals. Like you said,
Come on. I got Nick to get into the chameleons. Let's
well, I'm not
go.
breeding them. I just want one as a pet.
Go.
I like the fact I like animals, reptiles, and any animal for that matter that I can keep outside because
Yeah.
it's easier for me. And then, like I said, they enjoy it. They get their best life out
yeah.
there. You know, if you think about it, like my monitor, I guess it's a girl. I think it is. She's having the best life in the world. Like, she eats good. She'll be out there ripping fucking whole prey with her claws.
Watch it be a man and you're over here calling it a she and it's like you motherfucker.
Well, it might be a he, and if it is, then when I move, I'm getting that female black dragon, and I'm fixing to get into the game.
There
Come
you
There's
go.
just something about those black dragons, and I was
They're
I had the
badass.
money. I had the money in Daytona. I had plenty of money in Daytona, and I saved up, and I was like, I want these so bad, and I could call Mark and get some deal and get me a good enclosure, you know, and figure this out and get it going. But it was such an impulse thing, and it was a pair. It was a
Yeah.
male and a female.
And I
and
told you
that's
I'd get the other one. I was like, bro,
Well,
come on.
I know, but the thing is with monitors and chameleons, I would assume a lot of lizards, you can't just have a 1-1 because most of the time they're going to be aggressive or they're not going to do it. They're not going to be receptive, right? So you have to have like a 1 in 5 or some shit.
Trio or a gangbang.
Yeah, exactly. I just good old Ron Jeremy moment, Shout out to the legend, RJ.
Fucking Ron Jeremy. Geez.
I'll cheers to RJ.
Look,
He got me through the tough time.
Chuchi, you hear this, right?
Well, you know what? Look, I went from that 4% to that fucking 9%. So.
Then,
You know what I mean? It is what it is. They're drinking vodka drinks. I don't know what they're drinking.
Yeah.
I know what he's drinking, and he's drinking something called Pulse or something. I don't remember what the name of it was.
that and the Canelo fight's coming up soon too.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't really try to go. We went long because I could talk about this all night because I feel like I'm learning a lot. But I guess we'll go ahead and start winding it down so Justin can watch his little fight. And
Oh no, that's not 12 o'clock, so you're good. It's
Gatorade on himself.
the main event till 12. So I
12 at night? Who the fuck can stay up that late to watch?
I know,
that?
that's crazy, dude. 12 o'clock, I'm sleeping.
I'm an old fart, I feel like.
I got
Justin's
money
the
on
same
it.
age as I am.
I'm a gambler. I'll sit over here and gamble that shit. So.
Yeah, you probably do ride the fucking the train. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got some parlays running, so
No, Justin's a lucky little shit. If you ever go to a casino, I would stay in his pocket. I would stay right there by him. Like a fucking like you're attached to him. Just rub his belly.
Let's go. Let's go to the
2 years
casino.
ago, I hit on a $2 scratch off. I hit $10K on a $2.
What? That's crazy.
Yep.
See,
A $2 scratch off, I'd be like,
I would
10K.
probably have a heart attack. I probably would.
I'd be like, I'm going to buy some snakes.
At first, I didn't even realize it. I scratched it. I looked. And I was like, that can't be right. And I'm like,
I'd die. I would have a heart attack and die.
hot damn!
Okay,
I want
think
10K.
about
Yeah.
For the person that wins that fucking Georgia lottery, that billions of dollars or whatever, what the fuck, bro? Like I would die.
Yeah,
I would die, and then who would get the money? My kid, I would hope.
I don't know. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine hitting that Powerball, whatever, $1 billion. Oh my god!
Yeah, the Powerball. You would be in the elite fucking club of like 5 people in the world.
I would have one hell of a zoo.
I wouldn't want it because I'd be worried about people fucking coming and robbing.
I'd have an island. That's what I would have.
Yeah,
you would need it.
I'd have an island where nobody could get to me, and I'd put all the crazy animals I wanted on it.
I would buy a bunch of people, you know what kind of people, the opposite sex people, and I would have them on that island with me.
Oh god!
And I'd get flown in beer every week.
Oh yeah,
just different kind of beer from all over the country or all over the world.
Yeah.
Badass. Well, we'll wind this down, Justin. We'll go ahead and do your final words, and we'll run through it.
What's I can tell everybody? There's speed humps in the road. Keep that head held high. Keep on pushing through those speed humps. The day you bring your head down is the day it brings you down. So keep on pushing, guys. And chats, I couldn't do this shit without you guys for sure. Thank you guys for coming out. Everybody with the replay gang. Hashtag that replay gang in the chat. You know what I'm saying, when you come hit the replay app. And then Mike, definitely thank you for coming out. It's great seeing the chameleons. Great seeing the carpets, going through the Instagram, seeing the carpets. Hopefully next time we actually get to see you hold some of them carpets. So, but it was also a learning experience of breeding stuff about the panther chameleons, seeing all the crazy colors, man. It was great. Just getting you more, having some drinks, having a good time. It was awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you much.
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
So, Mike, you got any plugs? You got any shows coming up or anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Repticon Kissimmee next weekend. So
come on,
we'll be there.
Where's that located at?
It's in Kissimmee, Florida. So,
Kissimmee.
Yeah.
That's what we call it in Alabama.
In Orlando.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got there, and then we got the Scales down in West Palm Beach at the end of October. So that's going to be a good one.
I've heard that's a good show. Y'all need to look out for that and go give Michael some love, man. If y'all are in that area and you like what you've seen, you can cut down on shipping costs or any kind of bullshit. Hit him up and he'll bring it, and make sure it's there.
I was going to say, do you ship? For the audience who knows, yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
So the audience does know. Because I knew you weren't on Work Market, so I was wondering.
He's got 1,000 babies a year or more. I'm sure he ships. Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll take my time to plug my homie Vance at Blue Zombie Morph. Hell yeah. Everybody go to the Thunderdome on every Saturday right before the Sippin show. Well, it's a couple hours before the Sippin show. He's on California time. I'm an Alabama boy, so I don't really know what that is, but it said it on the commercial. If you missed it, here it is.
Come on.
Everybody for putting up with my shit every Saturday night. We love you. The Sippin with Serpent show wouldn't be nothing without the chat and all the support we get every day in the RWO chat. So y'all stay real. Mike, we're going to see you soon. Justin, please stop being such a choo